Oh, yeah, please take a seat. Sharukh,
Yes.
your name reminds of a great actor,
Yes, sir.
and your personality is not. So this is going to be your which interview? First interview?
This is my second interview, sir.
Last year you went up to interview,
Yes, sir.
and how many marks did you get in the interview?
I got 173 marks.
Oh, it was good. No, you are not satisfied with
It was a decent score, sir.
recent score. So this year you should do better.
Definitely, sir.
Okay. Sociology is your main subject, main paper is sociology. And
Yes.
you are from Haryana. Today there was a disturbing news in the paper that Haryana last census, it gave an impression that the gender ratio is improving.
Yes,
You
sir.
understand by gender ratio?
Yes.
What was the gender ratio last time?
In 2011 census, sir, it was 879 for Haryana.
Yeah, but it has improved and it has reached up to 920 or 921 something.
Yes, sir. Recent analysis says that it has reached to 920.
But yesterday, one member of the parliament in the house, he said that now it has come back to 9394 something. So what might be the reason? Why should it recede?
Sir, though earlier it was highlighted that the sex ratio has improved, but the sex ratio at birth, it was still low, around 880. So that's one reason. Another reason, sir,
880, but you said it has improved. But from 827 to
childbirth ratio actually was earlier, sir, it was around 834. So it got improved. But since the child sex ratio is still low on the lower side, so it impacts the overall sex ratio as well. And sir, I believe the PCP-NDT Act that's implemented in Haryana, there are still some loopholes to cover there. So we need to further strictly implement it, especially in the border areas, sir, because it is very well implemented in Haryana, but then there are reports that some clinics are operating in the neighboring states. So we need to
especially
cooperate.
Rajasthan.
Yes, sir.
Haryana people go to Rajasthan.
Yes, sir.
Is it true?
Yes, sir. There are news. I'm not aware of the state whether it is Rajasthan, but there are news that people are traveling to other states for such kind of operations.
Do the Khap Panchayat still have some relevance? They have lost their relevance or they still matter in the life of ordinary people? Let's go.
Sir, Khaf panchayats have some importance still there in society because they are socially respected at least. But from the legal perspective, there is not much good standing for Khaf panchayats.
Legally, I don't think they had status.
Yes, sir. There is there.
But socially, they were accepted and respected rather.
Yes, sir. Socially, they are
feared apart. So that situation is still there. They are still feared apart.
Yes, sir. If I have to see in the region where I come from, the Khaf panchayats do not have much influence because local panchayats are more into play, especially the local sarpanch. But in some belts, especially the Bangar areas, it is said that they still hold some social respect.
But how one can react on this very interesting fact that women are not, they are not desired, daughters are not desired. But still the women athletes of Haryana, they are excellent.
Yes.
They do better than most of the states.
Yes.
So how you look at it?
Sir, like there is a nexus of bad, similarly operates the nexus of good. There have been successes in Haryana of women athletes, so which has further motivated girls from other areas to come forward and participate in sports.
But they are coming from the same rural background.
Yes, sir. That shows the diversity of opinion among the people, sir.
Diversity of opinion.
Sir, thank you. Certain labor reforms have been made. 4 new sets of laws have come. What are they and what is the likely impact? The class of workers.
Sir, government has consolidated 29 labor laws into 4 codes. The codes are, one is on, first one is on wages, the another was in on industrial relations and occupational safety, and there is one more law on social security. That
Let
the
us talk about the last two.
social security.
Hmm.
Sir, in terms of social security, the
And occupational health, both
yes, sir.
third and fourth.
Yes, sir. In social security, we are trying to bring more people into the fold of formal economy. For example, we have defined gig workers, platform workers, and how all these workers should be provided social security benefits. From the occupational safety and hazard perspective, we are trying to implement provisions so that the checks are made more frequently and our standards match international practices. So these are some goals of these laws, ultimately to bring ease of business, ease of doing business in India.
As a matter of principle, they appear to be very effective. But do you feel that especially in states like Haryana, there some population effect will take place and really the benefits will accrue to the workers?
Sir,
Ideas are always good when they are in paper.
yes, sir, I agree with you, sir. Because any policy or any law has like 2 aspects. One is the spirit, and the other is the final implementation of the law. So we need to ensure that whatever benefits we are, whatever basically we are trying to implement through the laws, it goes to the ground, sir.
So you
We need
agree
to
with
wait.
the statement with the poem of T.S. Eliot, between the idea and the reality falls the shadow.
Sir,
Shadow falls or does not fall?
sir, I'm not able to understand. So can you please?
No, I'm just giving a poetic flavor to your statement. Nothing else. This Department of Cooperatives, headed by the present cooperative minister, who is also the home minister, has taken certain important steps to strengthen the whole cooperative movement of India. Could you name a few steps? I mean, could you elaborate? A new act was also passed by the parliament.
Sir, I am aware that certain steps have been taken, especially for the cooperatives, because 2025 was declared by United Nations as the International Year of Cooperatives. But sir, sorry, I'm not aware of any act like what changes recently have been made. But definitely, we are trying to expand the cooperative base, and especially the specialized cooperatives, for example, farmer producer organizations, self-help groups. So we are trying to expand into specialized zones. That's what I'm aware.
What's your view about electoral reforms? Are they required or should we continue with the present system?
Sir, we do have a robust electoral system, but there are always scope for reforms, and we should accordingly identify and work on them.
This is a very generic response that you have given. I mean, anybody, if you ask anybody, can come with this
Sir,
response.
I believe, sir, that if some shortcomings are being highlighted by someone.
So what are those shortcomings in your view? You are a citizen of this country.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be a civil servant.
I believe, sir, we need to bring more transparency to address the concern of people, whatever could it be the concern. Next, I believe.
You are good at optics, using terminology to your advantage. Yes, fine, go ahead.
Next, sir, I believe we need to make the appointment of election commissioners more inclusive. For example, as recommended by the Supreme Court of India, in the appointment committee, maybe we can make it more inclusive, because when we talk about justice, sir, justice should be done, but it should be seen as well by the people.
We were discussing the role of panchayats in Haryana. India had a very old tradition of, village level administration. Do you have any idea?
Yes, sir. So, historically, if we talk, panchayats or panchayat-like systems have existed in India since ancient times. For example, in Vedic times, there were panchayat-type samitis or organizations at village level. But if we see in recorded history, there is an inscription of Chola times that's called Uttara Meruru inscription, which has given a very detailed account how local self-government was implemented in the Chola Empire.
Tell me something about this problem for Aravalis, highly controversial issue. The recent Supreme Court judgment, it has redefined the whole definition of Aravalis in terms of altitude. What is the new definition and as mentioned in the judgment, and what is the likely impact on the Aravalis?
Sir, central government has proposed a definition which is being approved by the Supreme Court of India that says that we will define Aravalis by the elevation if the elevation is above 100 meter from the ground, then that will be considered as part of Aravali.
Fine.
And no mining or any lease permissions will be given in that area. But if it is below 100, so sustainable mining plan is proposed by the government of India that will be brought.
So what percentage of the mountain range is covered by this 100-meter philosophy?
So if we go by the last report, then it is around 90% of area that will be below 100 meter definition.
So what will be the impact now?
So sir, one impact that I see, sir, one is that since Thar Desert lies to the west of Haryana and Aravallis, so it acts as a barrier to stop desertification of the entire area. So that's one reason, sir. Another reason could be, sir, that it is a possibility that the pollution levels in northern India, they may go up, sir.
Why? What will happen actually on the ground? 90% of the Aravalis now are not forests.
Yes.
Let us proceed with that. So what will happen to that 90%?
Since government is proposing sustainable mining plans, so sir, it is very well possible that some the area will lose.
You think illegal mining is not going on in districts of Nuh and the neighboring districts of Rajasthan?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And in other areas of Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand?
Yes, sir. Illegal mining cases have been.
How serious is the problem of illegal mining in your state?
Yes, sir. There is problem of illegal mining. Government of Haryana have taken certain steps for that.
Who is responsible primarily for stopping this?
Sir, government should implement
Government is a big thing, you know. Be precise.
People, sir, people should also.
People should go and stop those people and get shot by the mafia, mining mafia.
No, sir, definitely not.
Thank you, sir.
Can you name a leading Indian sociologist and his or her contribution to the discipline?
Sir, a noted Indian sociologist is Mr. M.N. Srinivas. He has contributed to the concept of dominant caste, Sanskritization.
What are these contributions?
Sir, Sanskritization is the process by which so-called lower caste or community that has lower status in the society tries to copy the attributes of the upper caste or so-called upper caste so that it can gain social mobility. While explaining the same concept, M.N. Srinivas came with the concept of dominant caste, that it is not necessary that the attributes of which community will be followed, that it has to be upper caste. It can be a lower caste, but it dominates in certain spheres. For example, politically, economically, or maybe numerically high, or they have claimed a ritually high status.
Any particular caste in mind?
Sir, M.N. Srinivas has given examples. For example, the Jat community in Haryana and Jat community in Punjab area, sir. Yes, sir. They have, though historically and sociologically, if we see, they do not come from the higher strata on the Varna system, but still they have acted as reference class for social mobility of many.
And who are the people who go up and become part of the Jat?
Sir,
If it is upward social mobility, which particular caste?
But if I have to look at it from this perspective, even people in area from where I come, we have a very mixed culture that is very difficult to distinguish from the Jat community. Although the people in mostly in the Palwal and Mewat area, they are religiously Muslim, but their practices are very close to the local Jat community. Sir.
Because of conversion.
Yes, sir. Multiple factors are at play. So one could
What
be.
other than conversion?
Sir, when we see that some community is being respected in society for following a particular practice, we try to copy that so that we will get their validation, or it also gives us inner satisfaction that since we are doing the same acts, and we will be seen same by the society, sir.
So what is that act of the Jat caste which is followed by the Muslims of Mewat?
For example, sir, if I have to quote one thing, in the dresses that we wear, there is generally when we see Muslims in general, we see a skull cap. But in our village, we wear a pagdi that's called khandwa. And that is very popular among the Jat community. Sir. So that's
But there was no skull cap among Muslims also. If you go back in time, there was no such thing. They also they would wear sapa, pagri, or no?
Yes, sir. I was talking about the distinguished feature that I see in my society, and how people are actually, it is very difficult to tell just by looking at them which community they belong from.
But a large number of people are now have started wearing topi under the influence of missionary Islam. Is it true?
Sir, I believe that skull cap is becoming popular because it is easier to easy to wear. Because khandwa in itself it takes a lot of time to wear it, and it is a very big cloth. It is difficult to even carry it. So now it is wore especially on occasions like weddings, and if there is a local panchayat or local gathering, then it is wore by the elders.
And in congregational prayers in a mosque, you see people wearing a turban and not a cap.
So it's a mix actually. For example, there is another cloth that's called safi in our local area. That safi is carried by people in general also because it helps in the summer to cover head or face.
Yeah, it's like gamcha.
Yes, it's similar to gamcha.
Yeah, but it's everywhere in India. I mean, at least in Northern India.
Yes, it's in our area. It's particularly of white color.
Okay, it's not a very good color for gamcha. Okay. Is there, if you are asked to describe some landmark events in the history of Haryana,
Sir, the first thing that I would name that is widely celebrated in Haryana is the Mahabharata war. Next, sir, the rise of Harshvardhana.
but is Mahabharata seen as a Haryanvi thing? It's mostly a North Indian.
Kurukshetra is in Haryana.
No, that is
Yes, sir.
true. That happened to be in that area, but there are other sites associated with the story of the Mahabharata. But is it generally seen as part of the history of Haryana, or is there anything which is peculiar to the region?
So related to, or should I just
Related
related to Mahabharata? Actually, sir,
No, not related to Mahabharata.
if we go further, sir, then
Mahabharata has gone beyond that regional, parochial.
then sir, in medieval history, if I have to see, then sir, there have been like battles of Panipat. 3 battles were fought. Then there are battles of Tarain. So these are some major events. Then 1857 revolt. It was Haryana was one of the key states where the battles were fought.
So these are all battles. What is it in the soil of Haryana that makes all this?
If we have to see, sir, in the recent past, then Green Revolution is the one. And apart from this, I think Haryana has taken good advantage of LPG reforms as well.
Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon. I see that among your prizes, medal scholarships, you mentioned Indian Patent Agent,
Yes, sir.
IPA number 38102. What is that?
Sir, an Indian patent agent can be understood as a lawyer who represents the inventors or applicants at the Indian Patent Office. Not a lawyer in general, but lawyer in Indian Patent Office. Basically, I am qualified to represent people at Indian Patent Office. If they
Basically, you help them in filing for the paperwork.
yes, filing the paperwork, representing them in hearings if there are any,
Okay.
or even in oppositions.
Okay. For a country like India, where we are kind of poor, rising, people don't have enough money. Do you think patents come in the way of people getting services or products at a cheaper price?
Yes, sir. That has been a major criticism of patenting key technologies, especially related to health. For example, there was a compulsory licensing case of Bayer's drug called Nexavar, which was blocked by a patent, but it was needed for the people to cure cancer. Then government issued the compulsory license so that that product can be sold at a lower price. So it is true, sir, but there are provisions in the Indian Patent Act. If some drug has to be made available to the people, we do have provisions for that.
Or a thing like Windows computer,
Yes, sir.
and you need MS Word. I mean, today students need it. And there are very few students who can actually afford, if you go down, a legitimate copy of MS Office.
Sir, then it is not a case of patents actually. That's actually they are selling a
Copyright.
subscription.
Copyright, basically. Yeah, subscription. So if you go to Narrow Place, you get pirated versions.
Okay.
So they are helping India
Sir,
in a way, pirated version, reducing the cost of knowledge or cost of education.
Sir, if we have to look at how we can make subscriptions of the essential products affordable to the people, government has already identified and trying to tackle this issue with recently the One Nation, One Subscription program was announced, where a lot of key research journals, they were bundled into one and made available to the institutions at a very affordable. Basically, government has paid the fee at one time and access has been provided to many institutions.
No, but that did not answer my question. I asked you a specific question. Microsoft being pirated, do you think it is helping the Indian student?
Sir,
Cheap education. I can get it for 300, what I'll have to pay 10,000 rupees.
it may be helping some people, but ultimately, if one wants to use the true potential of Microsoft's products, they will have to purchase it. And Microsoft can easily detect whether their pirated version of the product is being used. But they use this as a marketing tactic. Let the people use the older versions. They are aware of it, but it helps make their reach more to the people.
What is it about Haryana that when it comes to sports and all, it's a tiny state, but it gets almost 80 to 90% of the medals in any games?
Yes.
So how will you explain that?
Sir, again, we in Haryana have seen very good performance in various sports, and there are multiple reasons to it. First one being that in general in Haryana we have a sports culture. People get up early in the morning, and it is said that दूध दही का खाना ये ऐसा मेरा हरियाणा ऐसा. In general, it is being followed. Even our elders, if we are not fit and healthy, they will keep poking that why are you not going for a run? So that's one reason. Others are diet. I think so we are following traditional diets. That's another reason. And government has also given very good incentives and provided some infrastructure. For example, we have the Rice Sports University in Sonipat. And if you see most of our athletes which have won medals, they are from this particular area. So that shows that if we provide the sports infrastructure, that actually brings some improvement in the on the ground. Then, sir, there are some specific sports which have gotten popular in certain areas. For example, boxing is popular in Bhiwani. So our boxers are from that region. Then shooting is getting popular in the Kurukshetra region. So, sir, there are multiple reasons at play which has resulted into this progress.
You are from Manav Rachna, I saw from your resume.
Yes, sir. I have.
Manav Rachna itself has some very good sports facilities. They have a good international class shooting range.
Yes, sir. We do have it.
Yeah. So that will be. Anyway, thank you.
Sharukh, the chairman said, share your name with a celebrity actor.
Yes.
But also share your name with a historical figure in the world history. Who was he? Sharukh.
Yes, sir. Shahrukh or Shahrukh Khan, sir?
No.
Shahrukh.
Okay, Sharukh Mirza.
Sir, Shahrukh Mirza. Sir, Shahrukh, I'm not aware of the Shahrukh Mirza, but I'm aware of one Shahrukh.
Who was he?
Shahrukh was, sir, son and successor of Timur Lenk.
Same person. He was also called Sharukh Mirza. What are the various IPRs?
Sir, under IPRs, we have patents, designs, trademarks, copyrights, geographical indications, trade secrets, even industrial designs and semiconductor layouts are also considered.
Any example of geographical indication in the Indian context?
Sir, in context of Haryana, we have two geographical indications, basmati rice and fulkari, sir. But we share these with other states as well.
Okay. And what is the difference between product patent and process patent?
Sir, when we file a patent application, generally we see that both product and the process are claimed within a single patent. The product tries to target the end product and basically how it will be used by the people. And the process tries to target the process of manufacturing that product. So these are two key differences, sir. Both
What
are
has been beneficial to India?
Sir,
US does not allow it.
which one, sir?
It's patent. Process patent.
I'm not aware of it that whether because I have read many patents where process has been.
Because see, what we do, we Indians know, the product is the same, that we keep on changing the processes. That's how we have these cheap drugs.
Okay, yeah, I am aware of that.
You
sir.
find out.
Yes.
Okay. What is the India's GDP in the last quarter?
GDP growth, sir.
Growth.
The recent release, the data that has been recently released said that we are going by 8.2%. 8 point. Yes.
More than expected, or it was already expected like this?
Sorry, sir, I'm not.
Because RBI had a middle projection, a lot of economists were saying, before the figures were released.
It was from that perspective, sir, it was a positive development that it was more than expected. Yes.
What are reasons, short?
Sir, I believe the recent steps like GST cuts were made, and it was the festival season. And
What about private consumption?
sir, if these two the relaxations are made, that will definitely improve the private consumption, and we are largely a consumption-driven economy, so that will reflect into the GDP data.
Okay, thank you. But just find out what is the flip side. That also you find why some experts are saying that we should not be overjoyed with the 8 point. I just leave it.
Sure.
Thank you, Sharukh.
Kindly wait outside, we will call you.
Thank you, sir. It was a wonderful discussion.